Hi, this is Bio. I want to talk to you a little bit about the New York City Basket Brigade. Now, the Basket Brigade was started by the Anthony Robbins Foundation, and this is just a beautiful way to help feed people on the Thanksgiving holidays. How did I get involved with this? Well, I'd say, let's say maybe I was about 19 or 20. I was in college looking for a way to improve my time management. And I was looking through the library and I was trying to find the right book that would give me these ultimate keys so I could do better in school, get better grades, and be successful. And I found a book called Awaken the Giant Within by Anthony Robbins. And that book changed my life because it opened a whole new window of what you can do and be and have as a human being. And with that, I learned about the Anthony Robbins Foundation, about the importance of contribution and giving and making a difference in the lives of others. So what I've done over the years is just kind of observe this basket brigade going on in different places. I didn't really know where it was in the various areas where I lived. And finally moving to New York City, I was looking for a way to get involved and I really didn't know how. I didn't really know who to contact or really what to do, and sometimes a couple of years it was too late and I really wasn't involved in the process. So last year, 2012, after Hurricane Sandy, I really wanted to help out because I was so fortunate and it was such a hard time. And I sent Frank Clark an email and I said, I'd like to be a volunteer. And little did I know that sometimes when you want to volunteer, what happens is that not enough people who are skilled and talented and have the capacity to lead are even leading. So very few people are actually making a contribution. So when you step up as a volunteer, often you'll realize there's a whole lot more that you can offer and that you can do. And that's exactly what happened to me. Basically, it was beginning to get to crunch time. And Frank said, do you want to be the volunteer coordinator for Queens? We had two locations, Queens and Westchester. And I said, sure, why not? But boy, did I not know what I was getting myself into. But that's okay because I grew from the experience. I was able to see the process and see a lot of families. We fed 200 families last year, over 800 people in the New York City area, and also being there to watch all these volunteers have a lot of joy and excitement and fun and networking. And it was just a great event. And so I remember being there, though, at the final moment of actually delivering that basket to a family, a woman with her three boys, and just to see the look on their faces and to be able to really express that physically, that strangers do care because you don't know them, but they're a family that you can inspire by all of this effort and all this energy to make a difference. And that experience really touched me a lot, and it's something that I'm going to continue to do as the years go on as much as I can in different ways. But this year I was asked to be the lead organizer for the entire New York City Basket Brigade, but we're only having one location this year, and it's going to be at Sacred Heart School Gym on 59 Wilson Street in Hartsdale, New York. That's 10530. That's basically Westchester. And we're going to start Saturday, November 23rd at 2 p.m. And that's basically picking up the food and delivering it to the gym for the preparation. And then Sunday, November 24th at 9 a.m., we're going to assemble and deliver the baskets. Now, this is definitely not just an easy, simple endeavor, but it does take some coordinated effort from at least a dedicated group of people. But the biggest thing is a lot of people, when it comes to contribution and volunteering, it's usually the time, energy, and money. People feel like they don't have time, or they feel like they don't really have the energy, or they're not going to be able to really make a difference. And then they feel like maybe they don't have enough money to make a difference. But I just encourage you to actually look at time as focus. It's really what you focus on that really matters when it comes to time, because there's a lot of time that you can do a lot of other things, but just deciding to focus on this will just really change your whole view on a lot of things, and you might actually rewire and reframe what actually time means to you and what value is within your time. And then the second thing is energy. A lot of people just don't believe that making a difference is even worthwhile for them anymore, and you may feel that way as well. But you got to understand that even the smallest action you take can transform into a bigger belief for yourself and a bigger belief for other people. And I realized that last year by just wanting to be a volunteer and then becoming a volunteer coordinator, and then all these other people that I was able to help through that process. Now, lastly, the biggest thing as well is money. People feel like if they can't donate a whole lot of money, then, oh, is it not worthwhile? I don't know. It's just $40 a basket. I think 40 and maybe between $40 and $50 a basket, and you can basically feed a family with that. Now, we're also a 501c, so you can have the tax deductions and things with it as well. But the biggest thing about money is that, your resources can go in a lot of different ways, whether it's just, making copies for someone to help distribute our flyers, or just, helping give someone a ride. All these things are important. So it's not all about just the fundraising, although we do want corporate sponsors, fundraisers, and also donations to help us, be able to contact the charities and make a lot of impact this year with a lot of families. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is some specific roles that we really need you to take part in. And these are some roles that are very special and will allow us to just run things a bit smoother this year. So I'm asking you, if you have any of these talents or skills, to basically give me a call, email us, so that we can get going in this last 30 days. And what I'm going to do is a 30-day video countdown until the day of the Basket Brigade, just doing little posts on YouTube here or there, so you can just kind of get an idea of where we are in the process. And if you want to kind of help fan some momentum into it, we would gladly appreciate it. And I'm sure that this Thanksgiving will be greater than ever for you for doing that. But we need a charity coordinator, somebody who can really contact the charities with us a little bit and get the numbers of the families that actually need meals. We need someone to help us with the shopping coordination, which basically negotiating prices on ingredients, going to the store, kind of getting the details of that together so we can assemble the baskets. Fundraising coordinator, somebody to really work with raising corporate sponsorship. We have a couple of strong people in that area, but we can always use a little bit more fundraising. We want to raise about $10,000 this year, and maybe even more if we have a little bit of extra effort. But that will be able to feed about 200 families. That's about 800 people if you count on average about 4 people per family. And this is just going to be a great thing. So these roles are, now we're going to get more into the marketing roles. These are roles where you may not even be in town, but you might be able to still help, or you may have connections or be able to network and make a difference in this way. Basically an IT coordinator. We need somebody to kind of help us with some website things, payment processors and technology. Also publicity, the media and the press. We'd like to have somebody who can contact the local news stations while we do this year, as well as maybe get some press releases out and maybe get some articles or exposure in some newspapers. We also need especially social media specialists. Those of you who are savvy with Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and YouTube and Instagram. We're hopefully like to have somebody that's specific in each of those areas that can make a difference in that. As well as, this is a big one, the photographer and the videographer. Somebody who can really capture the moment with pictures and videos that we can use to share as the years go by, so that we can continue to refine the process and show people the great works that we've been doing with this. And then finally, vehicle volunteers. If you have a vehicle and you would like to help with deliveries, and also regular volunteers. If you're just going to be on foot, come by train, you can take the Metro North right all the way from Grand Central Station right up to Westchester to Harsdale, and you can ride with a vehicle volunteer. And if you have kids, bring kids, because they'll help with the stickers and the packaging and decoration. It's all good. It's an all good event. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I just want you to contact us, let us know. And we have a form here, basically, that's a flyer that we'll have posted up everywhere. And we also have a picture of the baskets that you can see, as well as just a picture of the turkeys, and just kind of how we assemble things. So it's a very simple process, but we want to get more people involved, because the more people we get involved, the more word of mouth is spread, and the more families get that Thanksgiving blessing, and we all get to experience that joy and celebration of contribution. So this is Bio signing out for the New York City Basket Brigade. Let's make it a special one this year. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And look online for a lot more YouTubes and updates on all that's going to be going on in the next 30 days as we count down till Thanksgiving. Talk to you soon.